something, aprovechar, to make the most of. Okay, so today we are going to do what I told you to do, that we were going to do. And let me see if I have, yes. Okay, I'm going to pass the document. Let me find it. Okay, guys, so first I'm going to share my screen so that you are able to see what we are doing. So today, what do we have? Today, guys, I suppose now that you are seeing my screen, now I will pass it to you. And it is part 7 of the exam. Part 7, in my opinion, is the most difficult because, you know, it is a thing about the paragraphs. So you have gaps, okay, and you have the paragraphs so that you have to try to get the meaning of the text and so on. But as I have been telling to you these days, I'm not really interested in you knowing everything or these things. It is just an excuse for taking vocabulary. Okay, so take it as easy as that. Okay, don't think, oh, I don't have the answers. I'm very bad at doing this part of the exam. I will never get the exam because it's too difficult. No, you just have to think that, wow, today I have learned a lot of vocabulary related to whatever. Okay, so what you're going to do now, I will pass it to you right now. What you're going to do is that I'm going to give you some minutes to read the text. I want you to read it, but I want you to skim the text. Skim means to read for the gist. This is to have a general idea. Okay, so the first thing I want you to write down in a notebook the words you don't know. Okay, and then we will see the words together. For example, in the first paragraph, for example, is slumber. So we will see these words, so don't worry about that. So now I want not a close reading. I don't want a close reading. Now I want you to read just for the general idea, to skim the text. Skim the text es ojear el texto para tener una idea de qué está hablando, ¿vale? Y empezáis desde el principio, desde el título, y todas aquellas palabras que no sabéis las apuntáis. Y ahora lo vamos a ver. O sea, de momento no quiero que hagáis esto de los párrafos, ¿vale? Solo leer el texto, podéis leer también esto, esto, pero sin todavía hacer lo que es el ejercicio. Ahora solo for the gist. Eso es para tener una idea general del texto, ver palabras que no sabemos. Luego, the second step, it will be me telling you some of the words, and then I will give you time to do the exercise, okay? So I want that the most part of the class is dedicated to seeing the vocabulary and things that you don't know and things like that. Okay, so guys, I'm giving you just some 10 minutes, 15, I don't know. 10 minutes will be 10, 15, well, I don't know. More or less. You tell me in the chat when you have finished, para tener una idea general de lo que va el texto y apuntar palabras que no sabéis. It doesn't matter if you don't look up for these words in the dictionary. I will tell you the meaning, ¿ok? Podemos ver juntos lo que significan las palabras, ¿ok? So I will see you. I'm going to pass this to you. Entonces, leemos. José se ha incorporado ahora, vale, pues repito esto último. Leemos el texto, solo de momento para tener una idea general, mientras vamos apuntando el vocabulario que no sabemos. No hace falta buscar el vocabulario, si queréis sí, pero yo os lo voy a decir en un rato, ¿vale? José is writing. Okay, this is the text. I've already passed it to you so that you can download it. Okay. ¿Vale? Primero lo leemos. Ya lo he dicho como 40 veces, I know. Se nota que soy profe y soy plasta. Pero es que quiero que os enteréis, ¿vale? O sea, no hagáis el ejercicio. No hagáis el ejercicio de momento. ¿Ok? I give you some time. Vale, vamos a dar, chicos, I'm going to give you some minutes more, and if you have finished, Jose, you can try to match A to from A to G into the gaps 41, 42. You can try to do that on your own, okay? If you have finished. Let's wait for the rest. Okay, guys, let's going to do it little by little, step by step. So, if you could tell me in one sentence what the text is about, what would you say? Is it about what? One line, one sentence. The migration of the monarch butterflies from US to Mexico. Very good. Very good. Javier is writing. Okay, so this is reading for the gist, but now we will have to be more specific when we do the exercise, but I want to give you vocabulary. Javier, what are you writing?
I think the same than Jose. It's about the migration of the butterfly and what the repercussion about or what the other people think about these butterflies.
Very good. Okay, so in the text we find things or vocabulary related to butterflies, such as slumber, which, well, this is for animals in general, slumber, unfold, related to the wings of the butterfly, flutter, to flap. We will see. Okay, so in the first paragraph, you've got, well, fluttering down to Mexico. To flutter means aletear, okay? Aletear. And fluttering down means que bajan van a México, ¿no? Entonces es como que bajan from US. This is the down. No es que sea un phrasal verb, que sea flutter down, no. Es flutter where? Down to Mexico. So to flutter means aletear. Then in the first paragraph, you've got, I suppose you don't understand the word slumber. To slumber means to sleep. What bears also do to sleep, in the birds, for example, eat and then they sleep for months, and this is to slumber, hibernar, okay? Periodo de hibernación. Okay, I suppose you didn't know this one. So as golden light filters through the trees, slumbering butterflies begin to wake. Amber wings. Wings son alas. Amber es ámbar, el color, okay? Amber wings unfold. To unfold means desplegar. And lift, eso es dejar, ¿vale? Lift delicate bodies into the warm Mexican air. Gentle. Oh my God. Gentle means very soft, okay? Gentle, cuidadoso, soft, it is the same. Gentle as wood smoke rising, butterfly after butterfly, leaves the safety of oaks, in this case, oak is roble, okay? And fir trees. Fir is abeto, okay? It is pronounced as fur, which is pelo de animal, and fur, abeto, are pronounced exactly the same, although the vowel is different. Until the air fills with millions of them. Okay, we will see the gap, what we put later. They are just some of the nearly 250 millions or so monarch butterflies that overwinter. Overwinter means pasar el invierno. Sabéis que en inglés, el inglés no es como el español, ¿vale? Nosotros decimos pasar el invierno, pero a lo mejor ellos ya con una palabra la hacen verbo, adjetivo, nombre, ¿vale? Y la podéis usar. Entonces, podéis hacer verbos de casi todas las palabras, ¿eh? Por ejemplo, os voy a poner un ejemplo. Teeth son dientes. Pues to teeth es sacar los dientes cuando los niños sacan los dientes, los bebés, por ejemplo, ¿vale? Quiero decir, de casi todas las palabras podéis tener un verbo como water, ya sabemos que water es agua y que to water es regar. House es casa y to house albergar, these things, ¿vale? Entonces, to winter or to overwinter, pasar el invierno, okay? Something related to winter. Okay. Here in the Sierra Madre Mountains, I don't know how to pronounce that. I suppose this is Mexican, so it is Spanish. In the highlands of central Mexico. So highlands can be, vale, water con tilde. Highlands means zona montañosa, okay? Of central Mexico. Okay, I'm going to highlands, yes. I've written it well. Early November, every. I switch it on the light to see better the text because I have it printed here. Every November, this particular patch of mountainside means ladera, okay? Forest, bosque, you know, in Mexico State, 130 miles north of Mexico City, becomes a temporary retreat. Retreat means retiro. A place to relax. For monarchs escaping the colder, faraway climes of eastern Canada and the US, their journey here is nothing short of fabulous. Okay? Oh, you have a question maybe. Where is the meaning of patch? Es parte, okay? This patch es como este terreno. Where is it? No, this particular patch. Yes, como esta parte de ladera. Something like that. Como si dijera part. Okay, let's see paragraph 3. Our journey here has been less epic on horseback. On horseback es decir... Estoy espesa, ¿eh? Es a caballo, ¿vale? I have to think it in Spanish. On horseback, you know that these are fixed expressions. For example, we've got on foot. We say by car, by metro, by train, but then we say on foot, on horseback, okay? So different prepositions in there, but normally it is going to be by. On horseback, I will translate it into a caballo. It has taken half an hour or so to reach the butterflies. So there are people visiting these butterflies at 1200 or 1000?
1000?
Yes, 1000. ¿Veis? Tiene una coma, ¿eh? normally you put a dot, but in English, in British English, normally you put a comma. Feet, this is a way of measurement. Lo de FT es feet, ¿vale? Como cuando decimos pulgadas o kilómetros, ¿ok? Their roosting site lines a steep tree-filled gully. Difficult sentence. Okay, so there are people going on horseback and they have to go 2,000 feet longer to see these butterflies. Roosting site, roost means nido. Roost means nido. Se alzan, yes. Roost es nido, así que roosting site es lugar de anidación. Roosting, ya lo hago. Nombre, roosting site. Site es lugar como place, ¿vale? Roosting site lines a steep, empinado. A steep tree field. Tree field, it is field. El inglés, esto sí que es difícil un poco en inglés, y es que ellos pueden hacer, como os he dicho, verbos, y pueden, con que pongan un guión, ya hacen muchos adjetivos nuevos. Por ejemplo, tree field, esto es decir lo mismo que filled with or by trees, ¿vale? Lleno de árboles. Entonces, lleno de árboles hecho adjetivo. Muy... I don't know how to say in Spanish. Tree field. Normalmente estas cosas, estos compuestos que ya os digo, se pueden inventar, es que hasta vosotros os lo podéis inventar, no tienen traducción en español y estos no vienen en diccionarios, ¿vale? Es lo mismo que decir filled with trees. Normalmente cuando acaba en ed, y tiene un guión, va a ser un adjetivo. Tree field, dice gully. Gully es zanja. Gully. ¿Vale? O sea, les quedan 12.000 kilómetros, vamos a decir kilómetros, no sé cuántos feet son en kilómetros, ¿ok? Eso no corresponde. Les quedan 12.000, vamos a decir, kilómetros para ver los sitios de anidación que están en una zanja llena de árboles empinada. Ok, this is. We pause by the side of it to get a closer view. There are butterflies everywhere, from trunk bottom to the highest branch. The trees are coated in them. Coated, coat es abrigo, ¿vale? Pues chicos, to coat es al abrigo de, ¿vale? Esto es difícil de aprender en inglés porque ya os digo, muchas cosas de estas no vienen en diccionarios. So, coated in them. Buffs bend under the weight and sway softly in the breeze. Okay. How can I say buffs? Buffs bend under, buff is like a branch. Trunk, tronco. Buffs is like branch, okay? Bend under the weight, and sway, sway means mecerse, to sway. Mecerse, oscilar, it also means influir, okay? And let me see, you have written. Yes, buff, this is like a branch, rama. Large tree branch. Rama. Bend es doblar, okay? So bend under the weight and sway softly. Softly is like gently, what we were seeing here, gentle, it was gentle. So softly, I am here, softly in the breeze, brisa. The purple petals of wild lupins. Lupins means lupino. It's a type of flower, so you don't have to know it. Por eso nunca vais a entender todo de un texto, porque ya os digo, lupin es lupino, un tipo de flor. I suppose you didn't know in Spanish, unless you are a gardener or someone like that. You shouldn't know these words. So while lupins turn orange as butterflies smother them. Smother means calmar. Them in search of, en búsqueda de. ¿Veis que es muy literario? It is very literary, the text. So that's why it is difficult. I think this is the most difficult text I have encountered, but I said, well, they want it difficult to learn vocabulary, it is good. In search of nectar around pools on the ground. Pool, sabemos que swimming pool es piscina y pool puede ser como pond, un estanque. Vale,
Marta?
pool. Yes?
Marta, one question. Smoothers or smothers, it means calmar, but the verb
Yes.
is to smooth or to smoothers.
Smooth. Yes,
Smooth.
without ER.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, to smooth. Okay.
Okay. Around pools on the ground. Ground is the floor of the park, of a landscape, ¿vale? Para el suelo no decimos floor en un parque, decimos ground, en la tierra, ¿no? El suelo, pero de tierra, no el suelo de tu casa no es ground. Y el de la calle no es floor. Huge, enormous. Huge means enormous clusters of thirsty monarchs make a fluttering carpet of wind as they drink. Alrededor de los tanques en la tierra, enormes grupos de sedientas monarchs, I don't know how to say, this is a type of butterfly, hacen una ondeante alfombra de alas al beber. You see, this is difficult even in Spanish, and for me to translate that. Let's see. The Aztecs once believed that monarchs were the souls of warrior ancestors migrating through the forest on their way to the land of the dead. For centuries, local people have welcomed, dar la bienvenida. La llegada, the arrival of the butterflies in early winter, holding special celebrations in their honor. Okay, so this is what they believed. I think this is the easiest paragraph. I'm going to show you. I am in here already, okay. En route is un galicismo, and it means de camino, como en ruta, de camino, ¿vale? This is a French expression. En route, generations of monarchs mate. Mate es aparearse. To mate. To mate, aparearse. Mating, apareamiento. So generations of monarchs mate, hatch and die. Se reproducen. Hatch es salir del cascarón. To hatch. Okay, so for example, all the birds hatch. Eclosionar. Salir del cascarón. And die. Se aparean, eclosionan y mueren. The ones that reach, las que, the ones that reach the US and Canada are fourth generation, the great grandchildren of those that left Mexico. Great grandchildren means bisnietas. Son la cuarta generación, entonces son las bisnietas de las que dejaron México. These fourth generation monarchs then fly back to Mexico in one go. In one go es de una vez. Somehow finding their way here and tripling es triplicar, triple, tripling their lifespan. Lifespan means esperanza de vida. Lifespan. Tripling their lifespan as they do so. How and why this happens remains a mystery. What is known, though, is that this unique migration is not invincible, while the monarch butterfly itself is not endangered. For example, guys, endangered species means especies en peligro de extinción, ¿vale? To endanger es estar en peligro. Endanger, estar en peligro de extinción. Viene de ahí, ¿vale? So it says that while the monarch butterfly itself is not endangered, populations thrive. Thrive is to make a big effort. So thrive meaning prosperar, okay, to improve in life and so on. Thrive elsewhere around the world. This migration route is. This migration route is, y acaba así. Let me see. I don't understand the last sentence because it finished like that. This migration route is, well, I suppose this matches with this. What else? To thrive. Hemos dicho prosperar. Next, I'm here. This is why this pocket of forest was given UNESCO World Heritage Site status in 2008. Heritage, guys, means, a ver qué se me ha ido en español, patrimonio. Heritage. I'm going to write it because you see it better. So this site was granted with the UNESCO World Heritage. Login is banned. Ok. Login es conectarse a internet. Eso ya lo sabéis, de login. Este lo tenéis en... you have this verb, guys, in a list I gave you. To log in is to iniciar sesión. Okay, this is let me think, iniciar sesión, yes. No es conectarse a internet, es cuando abres el ordenador. This is to log in. So login is nothing to do with iniciar sesión or something like that. In this case, login means let me see. Login is banned. Login is caza furtiva, la deforestación, todo esto es login, ¿vale? Explotación forestal. So I would say, I will translate it as explotación forestal. Is banned. To ban is the same as to bar, and this is the same as prohibit. This is the same as to forbid. This is the same. prohibir. Prohibit, and so on. Logging is banned here and the butterflies are officially protected. So yes, I would translate explotación forestal. I'm going to write it. Is banned here and the butterflies are officially protected. Comprised means composed of more than blah blah hectares. The reserve known as the Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve is divided into, guys, divided into, you have a collocation in here. Every time you have divide, you will have divided into. This is the collocation. It's divided into 5 main areas, main principales, okay? 4 of which are open to the public. 4 de las cuales se abren al público. Okay, and the last paragraph, stretching out their evergreen branches to the millions of butterflies that flutter around them. These trees are butterfly guardians, keeping the monarchs warm and safe until they fly north on the start of one of the Earth's most complex and beautiful migrations. I have to take breath, but for example, I'm going to tell you something, guys. Si ponéis una frase que tenga 7 líneas, esto está suspenso en un examen, ¿eh? I don't understand this. No sé por qué ponen esto. Podéis meter siempre estos guiones que son hyphens como si fueran, y se lee como si fuera una coma, ¿vale? Pero, ¿veis? No podéis meter nunca una frase así. No sé por qué lo han hecho. Seguro que es para liar. Stretching out their evergreen branches to the millions of butterflies that flutter around them. Ok, hasta ahí. Stretching out, extendiéndose. Entonces, stretch es extender, estirarse, ¿vale? Si digo, today I'm going to do a little bit of yoga and I'm going to be stretching. Me voy a estar estirando, ¿vale? Es extender, estirar, stretch. Acabado en H. Y out, pues nada, stretching out, extendiéndose, ¿vale? Es un phrasal verb. Podéis decir stretch o stretch out. Esto también os lo quiero comentar. Hay muchos phrasal verbs. Por ejemplo, tenéis to end, que es terminar. Y hay veces que los phrasal verbs tienen un matiz enfático, ¿vale? To end up, finalizar por completo, ¿vale? Pero es lo mismo. So, it may happen that you have some phrasal verbs with a preposition, but it doesn't contribute to more meaning. So stretching out is as if you had a stretching. Stretching, extendiendo, stretching out there. Sus branches, sus ramas, evergreen, perenne. Evergreen. Well, you have the text. Stretching, extender. Evergreen, perenne. Hemos dicho que branches era lo mismo que buff, que eran ramas. To the millions of butterflies that flutter around them. Flutter, ya hemos dicho que era aletear. This word for me is difficult in Spanish. Aletear. These trees are butterfly guardians, keeping the monarchs warm. So here it is speaking about the trees, and safe until they fly north on the start of one of the Earth's most complex and beautiful migrations, a journey that continues to mystify. Mystify means mystify scientist, que desconcierta a los científicos. Entonces, mystify, desconcertar. Scientists, desconcierta todo esto de la migration of the butterflies, desconcierta a los científicos, and bewitch those of us fortunate enough to witness it. Y hechiza, bewitch, ¿veis la palabra witch, que es bruja? Bewitch es hechizar. Me estoy trabando un poco, because I'm changing from Spanish into English all the time. And bewitch, hechizar. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. Those of us fortunate, A nosotros los suficientemente afortunados que lo contemplamos, que somos testigos de esto. Witness, to witness es ser testigo. Okay. That you are able to see something. Okay, so more or less, I think this is the rest you are supposed to know. You're supposed to know the rest. From trunk bottom. José said trunk, tronco, bottom es abajo. Okay, I'm not going to translate everything because this is impossible. And we're going to do, let me see, because it gives you some type of clue. No, okay. It is just like exercises. Look for a description of a journey in the base text. Okay, and now we have the paragraphs that we have to insert. And this is, guys, the most difficult because you have to take meaning into account. It is not just understanding. Vosotros ahora podéis saber todas las palabras, podéis entender el texto, but you have to insert this. So we're going to see the vocabulary in this. Now, have you been able to read also these ones or not? Tell me, guys, because if not, I will read it for you. Not everything. Okay, I'm going to read it together. We're going to do it together, and then I will give you time to do it. Okay, much of this, letter A, much of this is down to deforestation. Down to means due to. Quite simply, as trees tumble is fall. So does the number of monarchs. Okay. Esta migración se debe a la deforestación. Muy fácil. En cuanto los árboles caen, así lo hacen estas mariposas, ¿no? Que son las monarchs. I don't know this in Spanish. No sé de esto, ¿eh? Without the warmth and protection. Warmth is affection, hot. Okay, heat. And protection of the trees, butterflies that have flown thousands of miles to avoid, evitar, the ravages, deterioro, of northern winters find themselves folding cold winds like icy shrouds over their tiny bodies. Okay, okay, so it says without the trees, butterflies have flown, okay, you have to see the participle of fly, thousands of miles to avoid the ravages. Han tenido que volar miles de millas, we can say kilómetros, para evitar su deterioro, ok. Y ellas se encuentran que tienen, que acaban teniendo, let me see, cogiendo frío en las alas, ¿vale? Como mortajas de hielo, heladas. Ice es hielo, pues icy es helado, algo helado. Y shroud es mortaja, como un paño, ¿no? This is very literary. That is why it's so difficult. A ver, este es el más difícil que he encontrado, ¿eh? Tengo que decirlo. Over the tiny bodies, they freeze to death overnight. Frozen, congelarse. To death, hasta morir. Overnight means de la noche a la mañana. Entonces, quiere decir que sus alas con tanto frío parecen heladas mortajas, ¿ok? This is difficult. And con lo que quiero que os quedéis es con overnight. Overnight es de la noche a la mañana. Let's see B. It is also possible to walk or hike up to see the butterflies' paths path is way, camino, okay, caminos, are well defined, but the hour-long journey is a journey of 1 hour, understand? Can be arduous. Arduous means costoso. And is at altitude, so a reasonable level of fitness is required. So you have to be fit in order to climb and do all these things. The best time to visit it is in February, when the butterflies are at their most active. Okay, so this is telling you about the journey and so on and so on. Letter C. Fed and watered, they sky dance. Vale, esta frase, por si no la entendéis. Habiendo comido y bebido, habiendo sido alimentadas y habiendo bebido, they sky dance, bailan en el cielo. Ok. Y sky dance lo hacen todo verbo, to sky dance. ¿Vale? Tangerine bright. Tangerine es mandarina y bright es brillo. Pues, ¿cómo lo traduciríamos? Tangerine bright. Tangerine bright, they fly through the gully riding the thermals. This is talking about the gully, el barranco, aunque os he dicho antes, sí, zanja os he dicho, pero es barranco también. Riding the thermals, fitting between branches and sunbeams. Ok. Tangerine bright, de color mandarina. Yo lo traduciría así, ¿vale? Porque si no es imposible. They fly through the gully. Gully hemos dicho que era barranco, zanja. Thermal means terma. Fleeting, to fleet, means revolotear. To fleet. Sunbeam, rayo de sol, and dappled, moving through dappled sunlight in their millions, the monarch cast a nectar-fueled spell that runs the forest into a bedazzling butterfly kingdom. Okay, so dappled means with spots, con lunares. Okay, and bedazzling means deslumbrante, ¿ok? Esto ya no os preocupéis, chicos, os tiene que sonar para los verbos de brillar, shine, espero que este os suene, y ya veremos, al igual que vimos de verbos relacionados con ver, pues también lo veremos con brillar, llorar, shine, hay un montón. Entonces, bedazzling, hemos dicho que es deslumbrante. Entonces, deslumbrar es bedazzle, acabado en E. Okay, so you don't have to learn all of this. Moving closer to the sun, these creatures, a deep orange filigree with bold black marca. Filigree is filigrama. Okay, this is like a pattern, the pattern of the colors and so on. Look like vast stained glass windows. This is so difficult. Look like, su apariencia, la apariencia de las alas de las mariposas, se parece a las ventanas de vitral, stained glass, ¿ok? Vamos a decir que es glass windows. Cuando no sabéis una palabra de estas compuestas, quedaos con el significado de una, ¿vale? Esto, stained glass, significa de vitral, es un tipo de vidrio, ¿ok? Glass sabemos que son, es un vaso, pero un vaso porque está hecho de cristal. Cristal es glass y un vidrio está hecho de cristal. Entonces, glass es vidrio, vaso, cristal. And block out the blue of the sky as the butterflies vast, esperanza, like huge, enormous. Okay. Out of the blue. As the butterflies dip and soar. Bueno, dip and soar. Que bajan y suben, okay? The sound of this mass of insects in motion rumbles like a distant waterfall. This is very, very difficult. El sonido cuando cuando las mariposas aletean se parece, rumbles like a distant waterfall. Retumba como una cascada en la distancia. Rumble, retumbar. Y waterfall, cascada. Ok. I'm in the newest of these, El Capelin, which is the least visited and the least affected by the illegal tree cutting. The forest here thrives. Hemos dicho que thrive era prosperar. Entonces el bosque aquí prospera, está en una buena zona. Fir trees, los abetos, in their thousands stand tall and solid against the bright sky. Ok, stand tall es que permanecen firmes. F. But it was only in the 1970s that scientists discovered that it was to this remote mountainside that the monarchs living in North America were headed each autumn. Later research also revealed that the monarchs arriving back in North America in March are not the ones that overwinter here. Overwinter era pasar el invierno. We have seen it. And fluttering, dipping, and soaring for over 300 miles at around 7.5 miles an hour. Fluttering era mover las alas, aletear. Dipping es bajar, ¿vale? Puedo utilizar dip con, por ejemplo, los precios. Y soar es subir como la espuma, ¿vale? The butterflies span a continent, pasando sobre. Passing over the Great Lakes prairies. Prairies means praderas. Deserts, mountain ranges. Ranges es cordillera. Cities and motorways. Motorways, carreteras, ok. To get to this place, para llegar a este lugar. To get to es llegar. To get to this place. Survive in storms and burn in sunshine. These fragile creatures are the stars of one of the world's most dazzling migration spectacles. Dazzling es deslumbrante, como bedazzling. Os he dicho que había, ¿veis? Dazzling, y antes teníamos... A ver, me perdí. Bedazzling. Aquí tenemos dazzling, bedazzling. ¿Veis que aquí solo se añade B? Bueno, pues el B. No B. B. So this is the same. Deslumbrante. Dazzling es más que encandila, pero this is the same, ¿ok? Deslumbrante. Entonces, bedazzle. Dazzle es como shine, brillar, pero suena muy bien. It is more formal. Okay, so now I'm going to give you just a few minutes. Try to do as best as you can, and I will give you the correction. Cuando veáis una mariposa, seguro que ahora diréis, ay madre, la chapa que nos dio Marta un día. Okay, guys, so now try to insert these paragraphs, but taking the context into account, okay? So you have cues, okay, to do it. I'm going to give you some minutes.
Marta, una pregunta. ¿Marta?
Yes, tell me.
Ah, ok. Te lo hago en español para intentar que se entienda mejor.
Ok.
Los textos que aparecen al final, los que tenemos que meter dentro del texto grande,
Sí.
¿van en relación al párrafo anterior o al párrafo siguiente o son párrafos independientes? Es que no entiendo.
Vale, es lo que pegue ahí. Es decir, a lo mejor, ok, I'm going to do the first, ok? I'm going to do the first. Nos han hablado al principio, esto lo digo en español, ¿vale?
Ok,
Em, nos está haciendo la introducción aquí, ¿no? Ok, so I need something that continues in here with the introduction, or for example, this ends like gentle as wood, smoking rising. This is describing the butterflies. Butterfly after butterfly leaves the safety of oaks, and so it is going to tell you something very general because aquí te está contando ya la historia de las butterflies, te está dando más detalles. Entonces aquí te tiene que poner algo muy general. ¿Por qué? Porque está empezando.
ujú,
¿Vale? A lo mejor aquí te dice, their journey here is nothing short of fabulous. ¿Ves? Y tiene journey. Entonces, normalmente aquí te tendría que explicar el journey, pues poniendo a lo mejor por dónde pasan, things like that.
vale, o sea, digamos que es relacionado principalmente con lo que hay en el texto anterior, o sea, en
Sí,
el párrafo anterior.
sí. Y luego que, por ejemplo, la última frase de estas tenga también sentido cuando tú lo leas con la primera del siguiente. Es
Ah,
como si hubiera, esto es como si fuera sacado de un periódico, entonces han quitado simplemente párrafos.
ya,
Este es el más difícil porque, claro, veis que el contexto es el mismo, ¿ok?
ok,
If not, don't worry, try to do it in just 10 minutes, and if not, I will tell you and I will explain to you why, ¿ok?
ok, ok, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, I'm going to do it. I suppose that you haven't finished, but the homework will be that you reread this text, okay? So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to try to explain to you why these things are like that. And then at home, during the weekend, you're going to try to make sense, okay? And to study this vocabulary, to reread, and to ask me next day if you have doubts. So we're going to see it. Number 41 is D. Why? Because it is speaking about these creatures you have here. These creatures. So it's making reference to the description of the butterflies. Okay, moving closer to the sun, these creatures, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it is still describing the butterflies. So 41 is D. Yo os lo voy diciendo así y ya sabéis, los deberes es releer el texto ya completo, a ver si tiene sentido. 42 is letter, let me see. It says their journey here is nothing short. Very good, Jose, G. Very good. It's G because it says about the, you see, what they have to do. They pass over the Great Lakes, prairies, deserts, mountain ranges, cities and motorways, etc. Very good. 43, it says, let me read it. Clusters of thirsty monarchs make a fluttering carpet of winds as they drink. Very good. It's number C, letter C. Jope, siempre decir number. Letter C, number 43. Very good. C, because it's describing the butterflies. Because it says, Javi, aquí nos dice, of winds as they drink, ¿vale? Entonces, al beber, ¿no? Estábamos diciendo que la descripción de las mariposas cuando beben. Entonces aquí ya nos dice fed and watered una vez que han bebido, ¿no? Ok. A ver, chicos, no tenéis que entender todas las palabras para sacar esta parte del examen, ¿eh? It makes sense. Ok, very good. O sea, estamos viendo todas las palabras así para sacar vocabulario. Pero vamos que es que este ejercicio no tiene sentido. Fluttering carpet of winds, text, celebrations in their honor. In their honor, number 44, what do you have? It is something with a date, con una fecha. F, very good, very good. F, because it is talking about the ancient times and how they were honored and so on. F, so it says scientist, okay, that butterflies are not the ones who overwinter here, okay, and then it continues, blah, blah, blah. This migration route is. What do you have for 45, guys? A, very good. This is down to deforestation. Is much of this down to deforestation. Very good. Entonces, habla de la migración y ahora nos dice por qué, ¿no? El por qué es la deforestación. And now it was granted this UNESCO status. Is divided into 5 main areas. So it is E, because it's the last one, which is remaining. Okay. And I have copied this from the book. Okay, this is what you have. Well, you don't have it because I'm showing it to you. So this is what Cambridge says. Okay. D, because there is a link between these creatures and these masses of insects in butterflies and millions of them. Okay. G's because their journey here, and then you have the gap and the description of the journey. So this is what we have been saying. Así es como lo justifica el ejercicio, ¿vale? Okay. I don't like these exercises doing this. Yo nunca haría este ejercicio o un examen así para evaluar a alguien, porque es que si lo hacéis a voleo, incluso podréis tener muchas bien. O incluso si entendéis, o al revés, incluso entendiendo un montón, podréis tenerlo mal, porque es cosas ya del contexto, ya no es del inglés, es a ver dónde meto este párrafo. Ok, so guys, homework. El homework es releer el texto, ok, y que tenga sentido, y ya una vez que ya hemos visto el vocabulario, cuando lo leáis otra vez, tendrá más sentido todo, ok, y a lo mejor así también es más fácil que se os quede vocabulario, ok, guys.
Okay.
Okay, okay, guys, so see you. It was very difficult. Era muy difícil, ¿eh? Don't worry. So see you next day. Have a lovely weekend. You will dream today with butterflies.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Bye bye. See you. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Bye bye,
Take
see you.
care. Bye.